Peace and blessings. Yo, got a question for y'all. This is just something I was thinking about. So, I was thinking about what if what if we never ever heard or read of the Bible, the Koran, the Torah, the Talmud, the Emerald Tablets, writings of Thoth, the Tai Ching, whatever. What if we never knew anything about any of that? What if we never were raised on any of that? Do you think, just from mere observation, personally, if you, this is not to go for your preacher, your teacher, your mom, your dad, your wifey, your husband, whatever. No. This is just a personal journey with you. If you stepped outside and never was raised on any of those concepts, and you by yourself went outside, not having any of those beliefs that you were indoctrinated with since a child, and you just went outside and you observed your life, observed nature, observed your experiences, etc., would you come to this conclusion that there is a creator? Or would you come to a conclusion that you evolved from a monkey or an ape or whatever? Or would you come to whatever. Any of these things that you were taught, do you think you would come back to that conclusion, to the things that you were taught? Whether that was evolution, religion, Buddhism, whatever, it doesn't matter. Do you think that you would have came back to any of those concepts if you, on your own personal journey, question those? Would you think that would lead you back to any of these beliefs? Any of them. It doesn't matter what they are. Any of them. Like if you just laid there and stared at the stars, would your mind go to a creator? Or would your mind go to evolution? Or would it go nowhere? Or it wouldn't even matter? This is just a personal 101. What would you come up with? When you see the birth of a child or birth itself from anything, what would you think? Would your mind go to evolution? Or would your mind go to a creator or nothing? The birth of a child, same thing. Be honest with yourself. I'm asking you this. Be honest with yourself. Go through these things and just be honest. All your experiences, be honest with yourself. Would you automatically equate these things to nothingness? Would you automatically equate these things to a creator? Would you automatically create these things to a theory of evolution? What would you automatically equate these things to? If you're going to be honest. You see the birth of a child. Do you consider that like miraculous? Or do you consider that as just what it is? It's going to happen no matter what. It ain't nothing. Right? You, again, this is about you. 101 with you and nature. 101 with you and observation. 101 with you and your experiences. Right? Where would they lead to? And be honest, man. Be honest, because you can't lie to yourself. I guess you could, but you can't lie to you. But ask yourself that. Walking amongst everyday life. Ask yourself that. Forget about your Bibles, forget about your Qurans, forget about your churches and your temples and everything else and your preachers. Nah, man. Let's get into a 101. A 101 observation. And ask yourself, no matter who you are, what you believe, where you're from, doesn't matter. Just have a 101 with you. And go through some of these questions and ask yourself, your natural self, your true self, ask it like, is this from a creator? Or is this from evolution? Or is this don't matter, I just love what I'm observing? It's just love? for what I'm observing. But have that one-on-one. I think that's what's important, because when you begin to ask yourself, you're in awe. Like for me, there's I don't need a microscope to show me the atoms and to show me the electrons and protons and neutrons and blah 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 for me to know. My natural instinct, my intuitiveness knows that there is a creator. My spirit is attached to that, regardless of any religion or any belief or any system of schooling I ever came up under. Intuitively, I have a spiritual connection to the Most High. Intuitively, know it. But I shut up. In fact, there is no doubt. I don't have none of that. Now, I have questioned the validity of various different philosophies and studies that tries to attempt to teach of this connection. I've questioned that, but I've never questioned the connection. Never even come across my thought pattern. Never. But I have definitely questioned the things that attempts to try to explain the religion. I have definitely questioned Christianity. I've questioned Islam. I've questioned Judaism. I've questioned black magic, white magic. I have questioned Shambhala Buddhism. I could go on because I was just intrigued, because that's how I knew I was attached, because I was already intrigued by the spirit and spiritual things. So I already knew there was a connection. I didn't need your religion or schools or any. I didn't need none of that. I already knew from the gate there was a connection, but I was just trying to figure out, well, what is this connection? That was the process that I was going through. I already knew that there was one. That's why I was so intrigued with it. Obviously, I was born with that already. You didn't have to. You don't need the sciences and the schools and the telescopes and that's all cool, because you're trying to really prove it to yourself. If you're honest, you're trying to prove it to you if there is a creator or not. Figure it out. But when you have that connection already, you just want to know, okay, well, then what is the proper way of maintaining this connection? So I never ever, in fact, it's odd to me when people would say, like, atheists or whatever, they would even question. To me, I couldn't relate to that. Like, what do you mean? Is there a creator? What? Is that a question? How do you, now we can question the religions that tries to promote in various different ways of a creator. Let's 100%, let's question them, and let's still question them and keep questioning these institutions created by man. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about that one-on-one. Intuitively, instinctively knowing. That's what I'm talking about. I'm asking you, is that the connection, that intuitive and instinctively? Yes, it's very intriguing to go over various different dogma. It's very intriguing to talk about different concepts and different philosophies, and all inspired from various men and even influenced by other entities into man. Yes, of course that exists. We don't have to ask if that exists. Yes, that exists. So all these different teachings and philosophies coming from various different ways. We know that, but we talking about that one-on-one where, like, I'm navigating through all this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I'm navigating through all these philosophies and different doctrines and denominations and different religions and et cetera, et cetera. I'm navigating through all of these things, but the connection is already there. I'm navigating to remember. This is what I'm trying to tell you, because I forgot. And I think we all have. When we manifest into this physical realm, we intend to forget. I'm just trying to remember. I know that's why I'm trying to remember, because I know it's there. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Get on that. I know it's there. I know the connection is already there. I'm trying to remember. So I go through these various different things to remember. And one thing I do remember is that, of course, there's different ages and different times. And we are to remember in what age we are here for and to do whatever we need to do. But that's why I go through the navigational systems of all these different sciences, because that's what they are. They're sciences. Now, man has manipulated them and controlled them and turned them into this and this and that. But they nothing but navigational sciences for the spiritual realm, manifested into the physical, and on and on and on. That's all they are. They're spiritual sciences, right? So I had to navigate in being and go through the turmoils of this don't make sense and praying and whatever the case may be through various different disciplinary things to figure out me and what is this spirituality thing really about? Why am I even seeking and searching? What is this about? This ain't making me no money. This ain't doing nothing for me. But yet, for some odd reason, I keep going and going and going through these various different practices. And why? Because obviously I'm already connected. I'm just trying to remember. And that's the path you on. Don't forget you already connected because you can't be disconnected anyway. You just trying to remember the path you own so you can fulfill what you needed to do while you're here. And that's all these tools are here for. That's why you seek them out. You already attached. These are just necessary things that you need to help you remember. And that's the blessing. That's the glory. That's the understanding. Baby, just remember, bro. Yeah, just remember. Because once that part understanding is, wait a minute, hold on. And you grasp the remembering part, that's when you elevate. That's when you go to that next level. Oh, okay, I get it now. I get it. We can't forget that. That's so important. Just through observation. I'm not talking your religion, no. Just through observation. Take the time out to go out there in that nature, ground yourself, whatever you need to do, and just observe. Get away from your TVs, your cell phones, and everything else in your churches and all. Just get out there, put your feet in the ground, and just observe. And then ask yourself, do you exist, Almighty? You out there? Where you at? You in here? Or you everywhere? Or are you really there? Ask them one-on-ones, man. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to have them one-on-ones. That's where you're going to find it at. That's what we need to get back to. And then whatever your conclusion is, your conclusion. It ain't going to matter what your preacher, your mama, your daddy, your past, your future, whoever say, whatever your conclusion is at this time, that's your conclusion. That's your business. But I'm saying don't be fearful not to take that stand. Don't be fearful not to do that. Go out there, man, barefooted, in wherever you need to be and be like, listen, I was raised this, I was taught this, I was taught this. Is this the truth? Question it. Because obviously something is yearning in you. You already, the connection is there. You just trying to remember, baby. You just trying to remember. That's all. So go on out there and don't be afraid. Stand in that sun, stand in the water, stand on the ground. I don't care where you want to go by yourself. Go do a one-on-one and ask, yo, is all these things I believe true? And do some navigation. And don't be afraid to do no navigation. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's how you can really tap in, bro. That's how you can know. Not according to him, not according to her, not according to the minister, the preacher, not according to no one. No, according to you and your observation and what conclusion you come up with. And don't be afraid of the spirit that's within you, because that's what's going to reveal it to you. Not man, not dog, cat, giraffe, horse, anything else. No, one-on-one, just you by yourself, man. And go ask yourself that. Question it. And let the spirit talk. Because you got to ask yourself, I mean, just through observation, is your nature, through observation alone, is your nature going to be drawn to the understanding that there is a creator? Is your observation going to lead you to understand, like, nah, it's just me? Is your observation going to lead to you like, nah, I think I came from this rock or this dog or this ape or this monkey? What is your observation going to lead you to? And then build from there. Because that's what I'm saying. Through just my pure observation, I know why I'm seeking, because I'm already connected. I know why I'm continuing to seek, because I'm already connected. That connection is already there. I just got lost in the sauce and I forgot. That connection to knowing that there is a Most High, that there's oh man, you can't I know that. I'm just utilizing these tools to navigate, to remember how to get back. That's all. How to get back. But there's always a connection, bro. Find yours, and don't be afraid to find it yourself. Peace and blessings.